another episode of Indigenous Survival. I'm your host, Jeff Soaring Hawk Gibson. Sorry if this video is a little bit lower than normal. I'm up here at Browning Mountain and I messed up and I forgot to bring my mic attachment. I left it in the car and I'm sorry, but I'm not walking 900 and some feet back down to get it. You know, I wanted to say this. Came up here to check some of the stuff that I left up here, and it looks like it's about time for me to make new. But, you know, in the meantime, this is my first video of this year. I've been sick, so I thought my first video this year should be kind of special and be up here. But I've watched other videos in the meantime of people talking about Browning Mountain, and they all say about the same thing: is if you're in bad shape, bad health, or bad shape, do not attempt. And I ask myself why, because to me it makes no sense to put off things simply because you have. Now, obviously, there are limitations. My beautiful wife, which I'll show you here in a moment, she has MS. One day she will not be able to walk. We know this. Doctors have already said that. I have health problems myself. One day I will not be able to walk. I have severe back problems. And everybody out there watching this, you may say, well, why are you still doing this? Or why'd your wife go? Yeah, well, the old saying is true. You only live once. And being the fact that you only live once, experience as much as you can. That way, when you're really old, in a wheelchair, or, you know, spend most of your time in your bed, you don't have any regrets. You don't go, I wish I'd done this when I was younger. You know, that's the main thing. And on those same videos that say, if you're not in perfect health or excellent health condition, do not try. You know, they also say it only takes 20 minutes to get to the top. Well, I want to know, why are you in such a hurry? You know, and if you're saying, well, I want to get up here to see the scenery, and don't get me wrong, this scenery is gorgeous. It's not bad in the wintertime like now, and it's definitely really gorgeous in the summer. You got all the trees are in bloom. You know, the trees are in bloom, and everything like that, and it's really beautiful. It really is. But there's a lot of beautiful scenery on the way up that if you run, what's the old saying my grandfather used to say, you know, sometimes you got to stop and smell the roses. That saying's true. No, there ain't no roses up here, but not even wild ones. But sometimes you got to stop and just look around and enjoy what you see. I mean, this is a nice spot, yes, and it's gorgeous. And it was, you know, important to my people. But the point is just to walk up is nice. I mean, I imagine if you're by yourself, it's not so nice. But if you're up here with your wife or girlfriend or other significant other, you know, just a casual walk up is nice. You know, and I'm going to say this, I don't know how well this will be taken on YouTube if it don't kick my video off, is, you know, my wife is in front of me like she is, because she walks slower than I do. You know, when she's trying to climb over a fallen log and I have to help, you know, you got your hand in the right spot to touch your little booty or something. So, I mean, you know, you can't do that if you're alone, obviously. But just the casual walk up here is worth it. And then stopping, and, you know, we bring stuff to drink and we sit on a log and look around and get something to drink and wait, rest for a few minutes, 4 or 5 minutes or so, and then get back up and walk another whatever until we get a little tired. And hey, well, there's a nice spot, there's a rock to sit on, or there's a log over here to sit on. Point is what I'm saying is, why be in a rush to run up here? Don't get me wrong, like I keep saying, this is very gorgeous. And it's beautiful to be up here. But you shouldn't be in a rush to get up here just to see something. Enjoy the to walk up. Enjoy the scenery on the way up. Because I'll tell you what, there was a spot, which I'm going to take a few pictures of on the way back down, that you stand there and the scenery is just beautiful. There's a valley, and when you look out further, just the skyline is just amazing.
You look back out and
You know, and this is what you see from Brownie. And this is gorgeous.
it's like the
And
hills
you
are
see
going
more
into
right
the
now
sky.
because of the fact that the trees had no leaves on them. When they have leaves on them, I think I did one of my very first one. I was up there in the summer, and you really can't see that far, but it's still gorgeous. But the point is, you shouldn't. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not no damn doctor. I'm not no damn doctor. I'm not a health expert. I don't go, oh, these roots do this, or these berries will cure this. You know what? I don't do that. It's not me. I mean, do I do that type of stuff in my real life, in my normal life? Yeah. I mean, like, horehound candy is really great for coughs and colds and stuff. Put it in tea, let it use that sugar that's made with to sweeten your tea, hot tea, and drink it. I mean, I imagine you can do cold tea too. I just never tried it. But, you know, suck it on it like a Jolly Rancher. Personally, I don't, because they do kind of taste horrible that way. But putting them in tea, a little lemon, helps my cough and my cold. But I'm not telling you to do that either. I'm just saying, you know, if you're going to do that stuff, get a book on it, learn. But, you know, like I said, I'm not no doctor. Don't claim to be. But the point being is, I'm a firm believer of do what you want, or to a reason, while you can. You know, I remember, and I know this has nothing to do with survival, but it goes to this point. I had two uncles, I say had because they're both dead now, that they'd come back here to Indianapolis every couple years. Then they take off we're going to California to gold mine, paying for gold. We're going here to do this. Or they've been to every state in this union except Alaska and Hawaii, doing things. Now, when my uncle that I was closest to died, before he died, he was telling me all the stories about where they went gold mining and silver mining. And they heard that there was diamonds in this place, and they went there. Yeah, it's all about getting rich, trying to strike that $1 million claim, which they never did. But, you know, and I'm not a big gold miner. I'm not into that type of stuff. But the point was, is they lived their life. At least he did. Because the other one I didn't really care for. But he lived his life to the fullest. Because I will say this, as a baby, he got what they called the fever, which, you know, we're talking 1901. You know, there wasn't that much knowledge of medicine. And he wasn't supposed to live. They said that he would be dead by he was 6 months old. Well, he lived to be 91, 92. He lived to be like 91, 92 years old. Amazing for somebody who wasn't supposed to live past 6 months. But he lived his life because he, you know, later he was told that by my grandfather and my grandmother and grandfather that he wasn't supposed to live and this and that. You know, he decided to live his life every day as if it was the only day he had. And he did. So when he died, he had no regrets about not doing anything. Now, he did have a few about he never got married, he never had kids, stuff like that. But as far as adventure, he didn't have any regrets about that. He did everything. And that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm 50, I'll be 54, my wife's 60. You know, if someone says you can't go up on Browning Mountain because it's too high for you, because it only takes, you know, you can't do, who says? Who? A doctor? Well, if you're going to run up here, yeah, I can't run up it. My wife can't. I seen people on the way here today that was riding bicycles up here. Up to it anyway. I think there was a man and woman that was jogging up here as we was getting stuff out of our car. They come jogging back down. Like, okay, but they looked like they were 23 years old too, or 25. If you're 20s, 20-year-old something, and you want to jog up here and the wind just died, that is awesome. Thank you. And you want to jog the whole way up, and you go for it. Now, obviously, you can't put a scooter up here or walker or anything like that. That would be impossible. But my wife has her cane, and that I made for her, one of many. And here's the thing: take your time. Don't be in a rush. Even if you gotta walk 50 feet and stop and rest, do it. Because, and that's where it's anywhere, not just here. It could be anywhere you want to go. Do it. We're only here once. Make it to where when you're dying and you're laying in a hospital bed or at home, you can lay back there and either, today you got so much technology, it's not funny. If it was me and I was dying now, I'd be on my phone and I would make a video so I could play it back at some point in time and hear the stories that of what I did. The same way I wish the technology existed back in the day, because my grandfather wrote stuff down, but over the years, I don't know where it went. I never had it. I never seen it, but I was told about it. Probably should go figure. I heard about the books, the notebooks that he wrote, built up. I have no idea where they are now. Never seen them, but like I said, I heard about them. And it would be great to read them if I ever knew whatever happened to them. Because I bet you my grandfather had a lot of adventures. Most of this state was still wooded when he was little. I do remember, I know this is not probably what you expected to hear today. It sounds a little more preachy, but like I said, I remember stories my grandfather telling me when I used to go to his house, where to go downtown, he didn't have cars back then when he was a kid. And, you would take a lunch with you because you would pull over and sit and eat when you was riding your buggy. I think they had a wagon. It was an all-day event to go downtown to do whatever shopping had to be done and then come back. It wasn't like today where you jump in your car and 15 minutes later you're downtown. Me and my wife go downtown quite a bit. I live about 20 minutes from downtown. Takes us, like I said, 20 minutes to drive downtown, drive around the circle during the winter, look at when they light it up and do this and that. Back then it was an all-day event. Where are you going, Dad? I'm going downtown. Can we go? And everybody get in a wagon and it'd take an all day. That was an all-day thing to do. So my advice to everybody out there, I'm gonna wrap this one up. But my advice to everybody out there is slow down. Do what you can do when you can do it. Because you never know, especially with the way the world's getting today. You don't know when the next time you're gonna be able to do it. Now, obviously, if you're sick, stay in bed, get better. Then when you get better, you got something to look forward to get better for. Then go do it. But just because someone says, hey, it only takes 20 minutes, you shouldn't do it because you're in bed, take your time. Matter of fact, you see more when you take your time than you do when you rush. So, if you like this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm better now, so I'm going to be doing some videos from up here. I still am planning on spending the night up here sometime this summer. I can't. My wife.
Go.
Sorry. Sometime during the summer, I'm going to spend the night up here because they say you shouldn't. Well, wonder why. And stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to show you some stuff I ordered, or these survival kits, and so I'll see you at the next video.